Okay guys, you've had your instructions in the dressing room. Remember, obey my commands at all time and defend yourselves at all time. God bless, let's do it.
What an atmosphere we have here in Wigan. Scott Lawton almost sounding like the home fighter. He's brought an awful lot up from Stoke-on-Trent. His family very popular around there. They were pottery market traders. His dad used to have a carpet shop in Longton. Shades of the Hatton family there. And John Murray, strong, committed, but how much has that weight-making problem taken the wind out of his sails? I went into the bookies in Manchester earlier on today, and they still had Murray as a 16-1 on favourite. You could get Lawton to win on points at 12-1 against. Interesting.
Murray knows exactly what he's got to do. He's going to have to gamble if he is indeed tight, making the weight. But he will fight his customary style, and that's to walk in, both hands up and his chin down, and just start throwing punches.
Lawton produced a really good performance in beating Martin Gethin, 9-round stoppage to regain the English title. As I say, he's been around a long time. The other losses on his record against Dave Stewart and Alan Temple. John Murray, well, he's been highly touted for an awful long time, hasn't he? But he blows hot and cold, Duke.
He does blow hot and cold. We've seen quite brilliant performances, but very ordinary performances also from Murray. And Lawton is being as cool as a cucumber.
Murray's come out hard, though, hasn't he? Trying to show his physical strength from the outset. Lawton, we know, technically a very good boxer, but does he have the strength to keep Murray at bay?
Well, this is his big chance. Lawton, he's working Murray downstairs, he's working him to the body.
Good headshot from Murray.
He's trying to find him out, he's trying to see just how tight he is making the weight.
There's a bit of confidence in that Lawton camp when they left the weigh-in yesterday. I think more confidence than when they walked in.
Well, and rightly so. If you know your opponent has weight-making difficulties, you know, and your fighter can fight, it will give him added confidence.
Left hand from Murray was low. Victor Loughlin says keep him up. Look at this from Murray. He's really going to work on Lawton. He started fast, impressively.
I don't think Lawton was hurt with that onslaught. He got caught with some good punches right enough. His chin was high. Just needs to ride the storm. Murray doing a good job keeping him close. Did his knees dip there, John?
Looked as though it did. The right hand, and he's in danger territory. It could be that he's going to go down right here and now. Lawton trying to fight back off the ropes. Has Murray gambled too much, too soon? A whirlwind start, and he pushes him down and out of the ring almost. Pushed him down, but it's given us a knockdown. The bell will not come a moment too soon for Scott Lawton. A whirlwind start for John Murray. There's the bell, you can hardly hear it above the cacophony at ringside in Wigan, and that is a big opening round for John Murray.
It certainly was a massive round for the former champion, let's say. You know, he's gambled, nearly had Lawton out of there. That would have been a sensational turnaround. Two-fisted attack, caught him with a nice left hook. There's the hook, and his legs buckled there, did Lawton. But it was as much as a push as it was a punch that he actually goes down. The onslaught was a two-fisted. It looked pretty good. There's the push.
Well, it's given us a knockdown, and you know, he's wrestled him down, hasn't he? But he's landed a lot of clear shots before.
He certainly did, and there wasn't really any answer coming back from Lawton. Lawton's got to regroup now. He's got to keep a tighter defence. He's got to tie Murray up when he comes in and keep turning him, keep giving him angles to punch from.
How well has he recovered? Lyndon Newbon, his trainer, giving words of advice to Scott Lawton. But a huge opening round for John Murray. Can he now finish the job that he started so impressively in the first? Or has he just gambled too much in the early stages with that tremendous onslaught?
Well, we know that Murray can be strong. Certainly for the first 5 rounds, 5-6 rounds. It's up to Lawton to show us what he's got.
He is going for broke Murray. He's landing with terrific intent with every punch he throws. Lawton bravely fighting back, and his fans respond to that. Landed with a good right hand of his own.
Well, what Lawton did there, he switched to the southpaw, led with the right hand, look at that, leading with the right hand uppercut, landing quite freely now, and these are good punches from Lawton.
Not a knockout artist, Scott Lawton. Murray, we know, is genuinely heavy-handed, but it seems almost inconceivable that Murray can keep up this sort of pace and this sort of intensity for 12 rounds if he cannot get Lawton out of there.
But what Lawton has now, by landing those punches, is Murray's respect. Murray realises now he can't just walk in the way he did, and he's being a little bit more cautious.
Here comes Murray again, good body shots, the left hook in particularly was a really solid, meaty punch. Lawton not able to establish the jab as he'd hoped he might.
But Lawton, when he switches to the southpaw stance on the inside, has plenty of success with that combination. Murray's doing a great job though, he's tucking his chin right down. Body, head, body, that's a nice combination from Murray. But Lawton, the fight back again. This is quite impressive, off the ropes from Lawton.
Well, Scott Lawton has been in against John Thaxton, stopped in 7. Been in against Amir Khan, stopped in 4. John Murray would love a fight against John Thaxton. He'd love a fight against Amir Khan. So that is a benchmark. Let's see how well he can account for Scott Lawton, if indeed he can.
I tell you what, that left hook was a good shot there by Lawton.
Good uppercut, yes. Good uppercut, really good right hand thrown by Lawton.
Trying the uppercuts, nice shot for him. Murray just leaning in just a little bit too much.
Murray has really gambled in this opening couple of rounds, Duke, and he's just looking a little bit arm-weary as the seconds tick down in this second round. Good right hand from Lawton. Huge gamble this from Murray.
Well, and Lawton, look, he's got his hands cupped up around his head and walking the former champion back, walking Murray back.
Fascinating stuff, and hats off to Lawton, who sank down at the end of that first round.
But still a good round from the former champion Murray. Still applying that pressure. Can't give Lawton space. Got to stay close to him.
Dramatic second round.
It's all right, so you're getting in trouble again, all right?
Big breath.
What a good response from Scott Lawton. Murray strong, landing heavy shots, probably doing enough to win the second round as well as the first, which had to be by a 10-8 margin. Murray's family at ringside getting really animated as they roar on their support.
See, this is
Lawton's
good.
family, rather.
This is good, better boxing initially by Lawton, doing exactly what the corner instructed, trying to use his better boxing skills.
Murray, not surprisingly, has just lessened the work rate that he produced, which was pretty spectacular in the opening 3 minutes. But the further the fight goes, the more there'll be question marks.
Well, there's a menacing look about Murray, make no mistake about that, but he's giving Lawton a little bit too much room.
He's having a little breather here, I think. Good body shot. Lawton doing well to tie him up. Experienced professional, 31 paid fights behind him.
See, Murray's punches now just falling a little bit short, just giving Lawton too much room.
This is where Murray wants him. Caught by a nice, sweet right-hand counter from Lawton. Good body shot from Murray. That right hand, you could hear it thud home into the rib cage of Lawton. Right on the ropes in front of us.
But can Murray, can he sustain it?
He's reckoning he can take him out. He's reckoning he can stop him. But can he?
Well, Lawton does a good job of turning him on the ropes. But it's all Murray.
Maybe all Murray, but there's not quite the snap that there was earlier on. Lawton just covering him up, hoping that he can ride out the storm. Murray, we know as well, can mark up. His face can bruise, could be a factor as well, who knows. Lawton, he cut against John Thaxton. He was doing really well against Thaxton before he lost that fight, before the cut started to sap his confidence. Here's Murray right in front of Lawton, trying to fight in the metaphorical telephone booth.
You just wonder if Lawton can weather the storm, if he can weather the early storm, because you just know that I don't think Murray can keep this up.
I think the signs that he's not punched himself out, but certainly the intensity is not quite what it was in the opening 2 rounds. Old-fashioned look from Lawton.
10 seconds, coolness.
Duke's given all 3 rounds to John Murray here so far, but there's been bruising now around the right eye of Murray. I think Williamson, his corner man, has been having to work on that, and you almost sense that Lawton is saying to him at the end of the rounds, or showing him now, yep, you might have started fast, you might have had me down, but guess what? I'm still here.
I'm still here, that's exactly his cry. Fight's not won yet for Murray.
Far from it. There could be many a twist and turn here yet. Not least because that right eye was swelling up. Lawton has a good jab. That's a decent left hook though from Murray, sending Lawton back onto the ropes.
Well, we know Lawton has good boxing skills. We've seen it in several of his fights. But he's almost certainly stepped up a level tonight.
He says that tonight is going to be his night. That's good.
But it's better boxing from Lawton.
Murray's just starting to slow here in the 4th round. Good body shot though, decent right hand in close. There's nothing like the volume of punches that there was earlier on.
Well, Lawton needs to start walking him back. He needs to start getting on him with his shoulder and walking back to the centre of the ring. Start working his jabs.
It's a nice little uppercut inside from Murray, rocked back Lawton's head.
But these are arm punches from Murray. The body shots are good, but on the inside they're arm punches.
Well, he's trying to do what you're saying, Duke. He's trying to get him onto the back foot. Well, speaking to Lawton yesterday, he said he just hopes he keeps coming, because he said that is going to play into my hands. Is Murray, though, just going to be too bull-like in his strength? He is a very, very big lightweight, isn't he?
He is. That's why he couldn't make the weight. Better boxing from Lawton.
12-rounder, though, long, long way to go. Crowd gripped by this one. Here comes Murray, trying to unload once more.
Well, Lawton has to keep him there, keep him on the back foot. You find fighters that are on the front foot, bull-like fighters like a Murray, can't fight on the back foot. They cannot fight going backwards. So Lawton has to keep him on the back foot, push him back, make him go back.
Not enough punches from Lawton, though, to be winning the rounds. The work rate and the efforts, the aggression, principally coming from Murray. Lawton's still in there, but he's going to have to come on stronger the further the fight unfolds. At the moment, it's still Murray's fight. Questions for Scott Lawton, which has so far not been answered. First 4 rounds, the dominance of John Murray.
Yes, the pressure of Murray, the work rate of Murray, that's why it's all been him thus far. A change of tactics, I feel, from Lawton now is what we're going to need from him to swing this fight in his favour, at least swing this round in his favour.
They're going to be looking for the right over the top Murray, according to Joe Gallagher, the trainer. That's the shot that he's going to be looking for. That was the instruction between rounds. further it goes. Lawton thinks he'll be dragging Murray into his territory. The noise from the back of the auditorium here is from the Lawton fans trying to raise their man to a greater level.
Lawton has to beat Murray to the punch. Lovely right hand there by Lawton.
Murray just keeps coming though, doesn't he? Pace
certainly
is
does.
marking up. Shot right hand from Lawton, but not enough to make Murray give ground. There's an intensity about him.
Murray not being as effective in this round. The pressure's the same, but the punches aren't landing with the same intent.
How much of a cumulative effect will all these attacks have, though? Can Lawton ride it out and bring Murray into the trenches in the second half of the fight?
Lawton has to start bringing in his uppercuts, because Murray's an absolute sitting duck for him. He leans in every time.
Right, the left hand, I think, inflicted a bit of damage on Lawton momentarily. His legs buckled and he started landing a couple of good solid headshots here. Left hand gets through. These are anxious times again for Scott Lawton. But he's keeping his hands tucked up.
Heads keep bumping dangerously close. It's a good attack by Murray.
I nearly said the champion.
I
Murray,
certainly
the
did.
guy who failed to make the weight by just a couple of ounces yesterday. Wonder what the British Boxing Board of Control will make about that. Big attack again from Murray in the closing seconds of the round. But Lawton keeps his gloves up. He's going to ride it out to the bell. But it's going to be 5 out of 5 to John Murray.
1-2 there. And they eliminate John Robbins.
The right eye of John Murray is a little bit bruised, but nothing which is stopping him dominating this fight. There's the attack towards the end of the 5th round. It's been all Murray so far, and Lawton told by his trainer Lyndon Newton between rounds, you've got to get in there and work inside. You've got to throw 1-2s, and you've got to do what we've prepared for. But it's easier said than done when you've got a buzzsaw of an attack like this right in your face from John Murray.
Murray wants the stoppage. He's gambling on a stoppage. He's upped his work rate even more in this round than he did at the end of the last round.
Murray might need the stoppage.
He may, yeah, of course.
Stamina is not letting him down so far. And Lawton, well, on my card, I don't know if you agree, Duke, he's lost the first 5 rounds.
Yeah, I haven't made him win a round yet. But it's okay for him to show out and say he's not hurt, but he's not winning these rounds.
Not throwing back. And you've not seen, he threw a couple of really good quality right uppercuts earlier in the fight. We've not seen an uppercut now for something like 2 or 3 rounds. Covering up, trying to walk Murray back, but absorbing punches as he does so. Good body shot. Right hand was low, but the left hook was a hurtful punch.
It was a tremendous body shot there from Murray.
Lawton hurt by that one as well. He sunk with that right hook into the solar plexus, and the fight's been stopped. Victor Loughnane stopped it. The fight is all over in the 6th round, and John Murray gets the spectacular stoppage victory that he wanted from the outset. It was heavy artillery against something less from Scott Lawton. Lawton boxed well in the early stages, but Murray would not be denied. He landed some sickening body punches in that 6th round. Big left hook started it off, and then there was a withering right hook. Lawton stayed on his feet, but he knows tonight he just stepped up a class too far. John Murray may not be the British champion, but there will be those who say he is still maybe the best lightweight in the country.
Well, he's proven it again tonight. It's another stellar performance by Murray. The two-fisted attack which he just launched, there was no answer to. You know, we thought Lawton might have come back with the piercing uppercuts, but Murray was like a man possessed tonight.
Well, there was a flurry of headshots which actually brought the intervention, but there'd been big body shots before that. It had forced Lawton to drop his gloves. He dropped his elbows, and that left him open to that final onslaught. There's that left hook.
There's the body shot, and that second, Lawton, as you can see, there's no defence, and the referee had no real choice but to jump in.
There was a tremendous right hand as well, which had really made his knees buckle just a few seconds before that. Murray, you have to say, this was impressive. There's a left hook.
Well, the fact that Lawton, on my card, John, hadn't won a round, the referee could have probably given him a standing count, or at least said to him, you know, are you okay, giving him a chance to recover, but he just waved it off.
He's stalking him. Now look at this. This is the final withering onslaught from Murray coming up now as he gets Lawton back into the corner. He's looking to work the body, landing hooks right into the solar plexus, and Lawton, well, he was sinking back there and he was just about spent. John Murray had a point to prove tonight. He proved it. He wasn't found wanting for stamina in the end. He maintained it and ultimately was proven to be a very impressive victor, and there'll be others looking at it, notably John Thaxton. There might be a showdown between them coming up, and I just suspect that Amir Khan somewhere might be taking a little look at that as well. Here's the verdict.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is the official time. 1 minute 50 seconds of round number 6. Our referee in charge, Victor Lachlan, steps in and calls a halt to the bout. Therefore, your winner and still undefeated, John